Hello, everyone. We have a request today. I was sent this tier list with 100 plus fast food restaurants on it, and asked to rank them. And I will do so. And I mean, just in general, anybody who sends me anything, if you send me a tier list, I will do it. If you send me, a list or an article, an opinion, I will tell you what I think. I guess basically anything you send me, I will respond to as long as it's not alarming in like a criminal fashion. But yeah, I mean, this one was this is what I was asked to do, and it shall be done. Um, that being said, I mean, I have not been to a large number of these places, and so I have altered this tier list to include a couple of additional categories. At the start, it just had this category that was like, places I haven't been, but I don't need to go to a place to judge it. I can be judgmental just based on surface evidence, just like anybody else. So I'm going to rank the places that I have not been as hypothetically good or hypothetically bad. And if it's just, totally boring and mid, and I don't really have an opinion on it, on whether it looks good or not, I'll just I'll just put it in this category here, this no opinion category. But we'll try to avoid that as much as we can. I'm turning this fucking fan on. It's so hot in here. This is the sound. I don't care. I don't care. You got to deal with it. Just how I keep switching back to this screen, and it keeps doing this, and it's probably really annoying. And you're like, you gotta stop it. This isn't how a video man makes a video. If he wants anybody to watch the video, you have to exhibit some manner of decorum. And it's just like, I don't give no shits. All right, but let's that that mildly angry ramble aside, let's get into it with A&W, which right off the bat, this is a place I have never been, but I like it hypothetically. It has, that kind of nostalgic patina to it. It's, I have obviously had their root beer, and their root beer, while not exceptional, is perfectly enjoyable and drinkable. And I know they at least used to serve it in those big frosty mugs. They probably don't do that anymore, but if they do, I approve of that. So A&W is hypothetically good. Applebee's, I don't know if I've been to Applebee's. I get Applebee's and Chili's and TGI Fridays confused, and I think I've only been to one of them. Uh, but Applebee's, I don't think I've been there, and I don't particularly want to go there. It's hypothetically bad to me. I've seen lots of advertisements for them. It just looks like incredibly boring food. So I think I can go continue on with the rest of my life without going to Applebee's. Arby's, all right, let me tell you something. Arby's is underrated. It really is. Everybody's always clowning on Arby's for some reason. It's better than a lot of fast food options. Like the meat actually tastes like meat. Like they have like a Reuben that's like, it's pretty good quality corned beef. I don't know what to tell you. They had that Kobe burger a while back that was pretty good. I don't know. I got no issue with Arby's. um yeah, curly fries are good, horsey sauce is good, those potato cakes were good, and then they took them away, and I was like, fuck Arby's, but then they brought them back, so all is forgiven. uh, Auntie Anne's, the pretzels. This should almost be on here twice because there's two kinds of Auntie Anne's. There's Auntie Anne's at a mall and Auntie Anne's not at a mall. Auntie Anne's not at a mall, I couldn't give two shits about. I'm not a big pretzel guy. Auntie Anne's at a mall. For some reason, mall pretzels are fantastic. So I'm gonna average the two together, and I think I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give it a C because generally pretzels are just not a food I I appreciate all that much. So it would probably be a D or an F. But the fact that they are bizarrely enhanced so much by that mall setting, and I can't even begin to tell you why, bumps it up a little bit. Okay, this is the first one where not only have I not been there, I've never even heard of it. Beef O'Brady's. What the fuck is Beef O'Brady's? All right. Okay, it's a family sports restaurant. They got beef rewards. They got Philly Thursdays. This looks pretty standard, pretty boring. I'm not being spoken to by any of this. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Award-winning wings. Did their wings actually win an award? From who? Who is handing out this award? Does it have merit? I don't know. Any interesting wing flavors? I don't know. Honey sriracha, mango habanero. It's fine. These wings are fine. Street tacos. Eh, with like some pretty boring tacos. Oh, but they got a Coke Freestyle machine. That's always fun. What's a comfort bowl? Oh, it's like they have a whole subcategory of just like famous bowls from KFC, but with higher quality food, presumably. Um, yeah, you know what? This is gonna be our first entry into who gives a shit, aka the no opinion category. How did Baskin Robbins get up there? I have an opinion about Baskin Robbins. What the fuck is going on? All right, but the Beef O'Brady's, no opinion. Baskin Robbins, I do have an opinion, and it's that it is fine. Baskin, it's ice cream. It's not especially good ice cream, but even like mediocre ice cream is still nice. It's ice cream, and sometimes they have, kind of original, interesting kind of flavors. So yeah, I'm fine with Baskin Robbins. Fucking Belly Buster Sandwich Shop. That's another one I've never heard of. Belly Buster Sandwich Shop. Oh, is it a Canadian chain? Oh no, there's one in Brookfield Township. All right. Does this chain not even have a website? I don't even think they have a website. Why is this here? Who put this here? Is this it? Is this it? Belly Buster Belly I'm confused. I'm confused. You'd think this would have to be a fairly large chain. Oh, it's got that old timey, it's got the shoppy. Let me see if that makes a difference. Okay, well, this one is permanently closed. Alhambra, California. So that was the closest one. It's permanently closed. Okay, but we know, I think this is the sandwich shop they were referring to, maybe. And this looks awful. They have like stomach themed burgers. I don't want to eat a belly button. I don't want to eat a dimple. That's repulsive. Um, yeah, I don't even know. This one confuses me, and it confuses me to the point of anger, and I'm saying it's bad. BJ's. Let me tell you something. Okay, BJ's is the most mid place in the world, except they have a side dish that is it's mac and cheese, but it's made with couscous, with like that big Israeli style couscous, and that side is delicious. Every time I go there, I just want to be like, bring me 4 sides of the couscous mac and cheese, and I don't want anything else. I get something else like for the sake of ceremony, really. So I think that's worthy of a D. They have one dish I really like, and it's a side. All right, Bob Evans is incredibly mid, but it's comforting. It's comfortingly mid. I would say C. I would never be excited about it, but I also wouldn't be opposed to it. All right, Bojangles. I feel like this is going to be unfair because hypothetically, a prime Bojangles location, I'm sure it's very delicious chicken. I have only had Bojangles in an airport. And everybody knows that when there's a branch of a restaurant in an airport, that is the worst possible representation of that restaurant chain. So airport Bojangles, I would give like a D. But I'm not even gonna grade it on that scale. I'm gonna say Bojangles is hypothetically good because in my opinion, if the only place I've ever had Bojangles is in an airport, I have never had Bojangles. So someday I will get to try it in a real brick and mortar location, try it on its own terms, and then we'll see, and then we'll reassess. Bonefish Grill. I've been to the Bonefish Grill a couple of times, and I remember it being just fine. I think it had like vaguely Cajun theming. I think that's another C. Give it a C. All right. What does this even say? Is that Boston Coffee Company? Let's see. Boston Coffee House. Is this it? Yeah, okay, that's the same hard to read logo. My computer thinks their site is suspicious. That's not good. Oh, the whole site is suspicious. I can't even look at the menu. Yeah, we have this place locally called Boston Stoker, and that's delicious. They got a grog latte. I don't know what it is, but it tastes real good. Um, but yeah, I mean, because this coffee house's site attempted to give me a virus, I think I am going to say that they are hypothetically bad. Get your shit sorted out. Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm gonna give them a B. I think they are perfectly acceptable, perfectly good chicken wings. I love a good chicken wing. They have a number of sauce varietals, including they'll do like a new sauce or two every month, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the variety and the number of options available to me. Burger King, I would say, is slightly underrated. I would, if I had to choose, between, I mean, no spoilers for where McDonald's is going to be ranked, but if I had to choose between your average McDonald's burger or your average Burger King burger, I would say Burger King is the way to go. They also have more variety than McDonald's. They'll have like weird specials sometimes, like that weird chicken parmesan sandwich that had like a disc of fried mozzarella on it or something. I didn't get to have it, but I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say C. I'm gonna say C. I don't think I can justify putting them up in B, but yeah, Burger King's, they're okay. They're okay with me. All right, Cap and D's. I've never been here. There's one pretty close to me, maybe like 5 minutes away, but I've never tried it. I'm gonna say it's hypothetically good though, because I mean, Long John Silver's, it's not the best, but they got really good. What do you call those things? What do you call them? The freaking hush puppies. They got good hush puppies. And I assume Cap and D's also has good hush puppies. Basically, I'm assuming it's just Long John Silver's, and I think Long John Silver's is fine. So I also think Cap and D's is fine. Carrabba's Italian Grill. I've heard of Carrabba's. I know it's a very popular chain. I've never been to Carrabba's. Um, but I mean, I'm just assuming it's kind of like an Olive Garden-y kind of place, which means it's like it's okay, but nothing special, you know. Yeah, yeah, this looks like a kind of Olive Garden, spaghetti warehousey kind of thing. I mean, there are some mildly like I don't know what rigatoni Campagnolo is, but it has like red peppers, fennel sausage, red bell peppers, pomodoro sauce, and caprino cheese. Well, that's kind of fancy. I respect. What's a fettuccine Wessie? What the? All right. Well, I respect that they're getting a little weirder than like Olive Garden. I'm gonna say they're hypothetically good, just because who's gonna turn down pasta, even if it's mediocre pasta? It's pasta. I love pasta. Charlie's. Charlie's is yet another place I have never been. Let's see. Oh no, wait, no, I have tried Charlie's. It's that cheesesteak place. Very, very middle of the road cheesesteaks. Not anything special. Not even like, I wouldn't say like steak escape level cheesesteaks. Yeah, I'm gonna say D, just because I will. It's fine, but if I want a cheesesteak, there are certainly better options. Okay, and yet another one I've never heard of, Charlie Brown's. Is this copyright infringement? Like, I don't see the little football headed boy on there. No, he's not the football boy. Hey Arnold is the football boy. Is Charlie Brown football? No, he goes to kick the football, and she pulls the football away and he falls. No, he's not football head. He's bald. He's a little bald boy. Does he have some kind of horrible illness or something? I don't know. Um, but yeah, this looks like a thing. This looks like a place that's not fancy, but you kind of go there to feel fancy. I mean, this looks fine. Looks fine. Um, you get like a mid-price steak, ribeye gorgonzola. That is a combination of two things I very much enjoy. What they got? Ribs. They got some pastas. They got some burgers. They got prime rib. This is actually looking pretty good. You know what? I'm in. I'm in. I would try it. You get some steak, you get some ribs, you get everything covered in gorgonzola cheese. It sounds pretty good. It's hypothetically good. Checkers. Um, are checkers and rallies the same thing? Let's Google that. Are checkers and rallies the same thing? My computer is breaking. Oh, it's trying to. I'm not trying to do the voice. I'm not trying to dictate. Okay, no. Checkers and rallies are different brands operated by the same company. Okay, so what's the difference? I know rallies in my head, but what's checkers? What do they have at checkers? What do they? No, not the fucking game. Checkers restaurant. Um, checkers and rallies. They're together. So I want to know the difference. I just want to know the difference. What's the difference? It seems like they're exactly the same. They're sharing a menu here. There's no distinction being made. So I'm gonna grade checkers like I'm grading rallies, and rallies is generally pretty bad. I do think they have pretty good fries. They got those like super seasoned fries, so that's pretty good. So if all you got is one good thing, you know, D tier. I think that's fine. All right. What do we got here? Another one I haven't heard of. Scratch Kitchen. I haven't heard of any of these restaurants. Scratch Kitchen. Cheddar's? No. 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 Scratch Kitchen and Tap Room. Is that it? Let me look at this tiny icon again. Scratch, Scratch, Scratch Kitchen. Here. Enhance. Um. Oh God, too much enhancement. Oh God, I can't even tell what's going on. All right. What the? Okay, computer. Mild enhancement. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it just says chick, scratch kitchen. I think this is it. I think it's Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen. I think that's it. It doesn't say Cheddar's anywhere on here, but it has like this little thing that I think is an eagle, and I think Cheddar's had the little eagle guy too. Um, so I think this is what they're talking about. Yeah, that's the same little logo. That's weird. There's one of these pretty close to me too, and I've never tried it. Um, I think I was gonna go with a couple of friends of mine, but I think we left because they were embarrassed because I couldn't stop using the revolving doors. They had like a revolving door, and I kept like going around because I'm whimsical and delightful. Um, But yeah, I mean, as you would expect, it looks like from a place like Cheddar's, you'd hope they would have a lot of cheese options, and it looks like they do. It looks like they do. Like if you look at the appetizers, right? This one involves cheese. This one has cheese. This one is just cheese. Fried cheese bites. Yeah, activate my cash back later, please. What I'm learning from this video is that I need a new computer. Uh, oh God, home style sides. You know what? You know what? This website is very CPU intensive. But yeah, look at, I mean, even at the sides, tons of cheese. There's cheese everywhere, and that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. What is it? Comfort food, New Orleans pasta. That seems like the weird kind of thing I'd get. None of this is very cheesy. That's a bummer. Um, but I don't know. Overall, they got a lot of cheese. They got New Orleans pasta. You know, it doesn't sound too bad to me. They got a revolving door. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm fine. But their logo is dumb. All right. So, oh, you know what it is? I can see it up there. I can see it with the contrast. I think I have the dark setting on because I like it better for my eyes, but that might be messing with some of these. I'm not going to turn it off because I prefer it, but that's why I had so much trouble reading it. Why didn't anybody tell me? All right. Um yeah, hypothetically good. All right. Cheesecake Factory I have been to. I want to put it in F because it's so overpriced and overrated. But I mean, the cheesecake is good. The cheesecake is good, so I feel like I have to put it up in D. But you're basically just getting a meal or whatever as an excuse to get a piece of cheesecake. You know, that's really the thing. That's the thing you want. Um, Chick-fil-A, I think, is good, but overrated. It's a solid chicken place, but you know there are certainly chicken places I prefer, as you will see. So I think B tier is fine for Chick-fil-A. Chili's, hypothetically bad. Maybe I've been there. I'm not sure. Chipotle. Chipotle, you know, it used to be better. It would have definitely been an A tier before, but I do think the quality has dropped a bit. Right now, I would give it a solid B. Chuck E. Cheese's. Nobody is going to Chuck E. Cheese's for the food. You go there to play the Star Wars trilogy game and pretend you're going down to like try to shoot the missile into the exhaust port of the Death Star and all of that. Um, yeah, I mean, for the memories and stuff, you know, I wanna rate them highly. But just if we're just going off the food, you know, it's like a D. Um, I'm also gonna give it an F though because I can't go there anymore. You know, I am not welcome at the Chuck E. Cheese. I have learned this the hard way. They think that I am there for nefarious or sinister reasons. I am not. I just want to play the Star Wars trilogy video game. I'm not some kind of monster. So because they are so dismissive of my desire to simply attempt to reclaim some of the joy of youth and play some of these arcade games I love so much, and check out some creepy animatronics singing a song. F tier. Chum Bucket. This is a fucking restaurant on SpongeBob SquarePants. Is this a real restaurant? It's hypothetically bad. Plankton is evil, and his food doesn't look particularly appetizing. Churches, you know, it. I think I've been here, but I simultaneously have no opinion on it. I guess I'll put it in D. You know, I think it's fine, but I also see no reason why I would ever order it when there are other chicken options available. CC's, it's not very good pizza, but you can have as much of it as you want. So that's fun. So that does have to influence the rating. I would say it's like D level pizza, but the fun level bumps it up to a C. Cinnabon is it tastes good, but every time I eat it, I feel like I am moments away from death. So, because it tastes good, but because it makes me reconsider all of my life choices, gonna put it in C, right in the middle. All right, City Walk. I've never, but is this the? Yeah, I think this is the Chinese restaurant from South Park, right? Why do they have all of these? I don't know. It's hypothetically bad, right? They act like the food is bad on the show. It never looked like a particularly good restaurant. I don't know what's going on. Cluckin' Bell, is this a real restaurant or is this another one from a fucking cartoon? Cluckin' Bell. Oh, it's in GTA. I knew it was fictional. I got no opinion on Cluckin' Bell. I apparently have not played that particular GTA game, or if I have, I just didn't notice there were clucking bells around. So putting it down there. Cold Stone Creamery, once again, mediocre ice cream quality, but it is fun to do all the mix-ins and stuff. Even though doing the mix-ins, despite the novelty of it, it does kind of negatively impact the texture of the ice cream. So I don't know. I mean, it's a C. It's a C. I think it's ice cream, so it's good, but it's there's better ice cream out there. I'll say that. The Cracker Barrel, I'm gonna put in A, and it is close to being an S. I am a big fan of the Cracker Barrel. I do think there's an element of it that makes me uncomfortable because I feel like they're calling back to a certain moment in American history where you're like sitting on the porch of your big country estate in the South, sipping your iced tea and playing on your banjo, and there's something else going on. There's something going on right over there that nobody wants to acknowledge, but it's not good. And it's just every time I go there, it's just like the specter of that history is just there hanging unacknowledged in the background, and just putting this terrifying pallor over everything. But it's good. Crumble cookies. I've never had crumble cookies. I'm sure I would like crumble cookies. I mean, I like that that doesn't say crumble cookies. This says crumble cookies. I like that they switch up the flavors. I like the idea that you can go there every month. You can get different cookies. I know it's very popular with the kids on social media. There is a crumble, I think, relatively near me, but I've never been there. I don't know if I'm ever going to go there. But in theory, cookies are good. I like cookies. All right, fucking Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen is like middle of the road, but some Dairy Queens have an Orange Julius. If the Dairy Queen has an Orange Julius, it's bumped up to a B. If it doesn't have an Orange Julius, it's a C. Um, the ice cream is fine. Culver's. Culver's is it's another A tier that's like bordering on the edge of S. It's like almost there. I mean, it's horribly unhealthy for you. They have like butter burgers, they have fried cheese curds, they have frozen custard. It's like all the foods that will very much hasten your death. But it's delicious. And whenever you go here, it's like it's an event. It's like you're throwing caution to the wind, and you're like, I don't care if it kills me. I'm going to fucking Culver's. But I don't think I can go S. I don't know if I'm going to go S on any of these. You know, we'll see. I mean, this isn't the highest quality food. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. If I haven't gone S by the end, I'll put one up in S, because that will be my way of designating the king of the fast foods. Let me see how much time has elapsed. Oh, I knew it. It's almost 30 minutes, and I still have this stupid computer program that cuts off every 30 minutes. So we're gonna cut it off here. We're gonna come right back. And we're back. All right, next one we got Dave and Buster's. I ain't never been there. Turn my fan back on, but I know they got They got arcade games and stuff that seems like fun, and I associate them with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is a show I like very much. So Dave and Buster's is hypothetically good. Del Taco. I have been to a Del Taco. There was a, a Del Taco where for a little while when I had my first job and I was getting paid literally $50 a week. I was sleeping on the floor of one of my friend's apartments, and there was a Del Taco down the block, and it was an incredibly hot summer, and there was a massive power outage where like a transmitter exploded, and so our apartment had no power, but the Del Taco had power for whatever reason. So I would just go to the Del Taco and sit in the air conditioning literally all day. I would bring my computer down there and spend like 12 hours at the Del Taco. And in that time, I had like a couple of tacos, and they were fine. So, C tier. I think that's fair. Where is it? Where did hey, it ended up there. Wow, fancy. Oh, Denny's. How did Denny's get up there? Denny's is fine. Denny's belongs in C. That's where it belongs. It's well, no. I'm nostalgic for Denny's. I'm gonna put Denny's up in B. It was when I was working at that. No, was it Denny's or IHOP? No, it's IHOP. I'm nostalgic for IHOP. I'm not nostalgic for Denny's. They're like the moon over Miami place. C. Um. All right, Domino's. It's not very good pizza, but it'll do in a pinch. Low C. Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is a strong B. I have an affinity for Dunkin' Donuts. I grew up in Massachusetts where everybody's obsessed with Dunkin' Donuts, and I still to this day I much prefer Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. The Starbucks coffee is too bitter. I think they burn it way too much. I've always found the coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, while not exceptional, to be very enjoyable and drinkable. El Pollo Loco. This is actually another place I've never been, but I've heard of it. I think it's like, is it like a mostly like a California thing? Tex-Mex, fire grilled chicken. Most of these fire grilled chicken places are kind of overpriced, and they get a little full of themselves because they think they're like a healthier option. You know, yeah. I mean, let's see what this one. Oh, it's gonna make me. It's not even gonna let me. I have to. There isn't gonna be one here. I'm not actually in San Francisco, but I'm trying to think of a place that would actually have an El Pollo Loco. I know there isn't one around here. Yeah, I'm at 2506 International Boulevard in San Francisco. Let's see. Yeah, see, Pollo Fit Bowls. It's like this is where the attractive fit people eat their fucking churros. It's what they got, limited time tacos. Why do they only have tacos for a limited time? That seems, tacos are delicious. You don't have to get rid of the tacos. Keep the tacos. What is this? And they say this is tacos. These aren't tacos. These are bowls. What's going on with this website? I feel like I'm being weirdly judgmental. I'm sure this is fine. I like these taco salads. Those are fun. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm not racing to try El Pollo Loco, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm gonna say it's hypothetically good. Firehouse Subs. I've only been to a Firehouse Subs a couple of times, but I remember it being of a pretty high quality. I mean, certainly when compared to like a Subway, for example, there's like no comparison. I seem to recall they had a sandwich that had both corned beef and pastrami, which is something I always appreciate. Um, and I know they got those good chips. They got the kettle Vicky chips or whatever they are. So B. I think B is fair. Maybe if if I was more familiar with it, the quality seems high enough that it could get up in A, but I just don't have that much experience with it. Plus, I kind of have a grudge against them because they were running this promotion forever, where they would have different names, different first names on their site every day. And if that was your first name, you could go there and you could get a free sandwich. And me and one of my friends at the job I had before COVID ruined everything, he and I would check this website every day, and they were like, when they call one of our names, we'll go and we'll support each other's dreams to have a free sandwich. And it just never happened. They just never picked our names, and then we all got furloughed. So I blame Firehouse Subs for all of that. So I think I think B is a magnanimous placement on my part, considering all of that history. Five Guys is definitely an A tier establishment. What the hell is going on? There it is. Yeah, absolutely. They only have like three things on their menu, but I actually don't object to that. I like a place that doesn't overreach, where they know what they do well and they just work on refining that one specific thing rather than reaching for the moon. They got real good burgers, they got real good fries, and I like that. You can put 50 million toppings on your burger and it doesn't change the price. Five Guys is okay with me. I like that place. Uh, it's a little expensive. It's definitely gone up in price, but that's okay. Friendly's is not an especially good restaurant, but I have a ton of nostalgia for it because there was a Friendly's in my town when I was growing up, when I was just a tiny little boy. I remember um, always getting that out of that clown Sunday when I was a kid, where they would make the little clown face with like the ice cream cone hat and like the M&M eyes and smile, and I used to think that was just delightful. So for the sake of nostalgia, I'll give them a C. Fuddruckers. There was also a Fuddruckers in my town growing up, but I didn't go there nearly as much. But when I did, I remember thinking the burgers were pretty good. So I'm going to give them a D, just because I can't rate them as high as Friendlies, but I don't want to put Friendlies up here. I mean, I'm sure I'll put them in C, I guess. But then I'm tempted to put Friendlies in B because Friendlies had the fucking clown Sunday. But it doesn't deserve B. Okay, maybe the solution is that I have to actually rank these within this, which is just a nightmare. I don't know what's on the top of this. Probably Five Guys, and then Culver's, and then Cracker Barrel, and then, I don't want to do this. Why am I doing this? Chipotle, the Buffalo Wings, the fucking Dunkin' Donuts, and yeah, that looks fine. And then this one at the top, Friendlies. This is horrible. This is horrible. Why am I doing this? No, I'm not doing it anymore. Friendlies is a high C. Fuddruckers is a low C. We need to deal with it and move on. Glory Days Grill, I have never heard of. Let's see what their deal is. Glory Days Grill. Let's see. Another sports bar, so it's probably not really going to be my jam. Generally not a big sports bar guy. I don't want to view your daily specials. Just everyday menu, please. Yes, the Winchester menu. That will be fine. I am, after all, in Winchester. Um. Okay. Well, this looks very boring. Bourbon butter cake. That sounds pretty good. Slam dunk pretzels. Who wants to spend 1,000 calories on pretzels? Jesus. What do they give? Some baby back ribs. They got some steaks. They got. Yep. I know where I'm putting this one. No, I know where this one belongs. It belongs in no opinion. The Golden Corral is not the highest quality food, but you can have as much of it as you want. Kind of the same thing as CC's. And kind of like Culver's, every time I eat here, I feel like I'm taking my life into my own hands. But it's probably D level food. But the interactive element and the novelty of it, I think it's a C. I think, in fact, it's probably a strong C. Greek City, never heard of it. Greek City. Okay, Greek City Cafe. Um, yeah, it's in the heroes probably, and maybe some souvlaki. Maybe probably Greek salad, some baklava. Yeah, they got some pitas. They got some. This looks boring, but it looks fine. Is this quinoa? No, it's brown rice. That's almost as bad. What, they got a Greek pizza? That's kind of fun. Uh, Feta fries. I mean, it doesn't look like anything special, but it looks like I wouldn't object to eating there, certainly. So I'm gonna say it's on the low end of hypothetically good. Haagen Dazs is pretty delicious. I'm a big fan of their rum raisin ice cream. I don't know why it's on this list. Are there like Haagen Dazs restaurants? I've never seen one, but and I also like that they wanted to sound fancy, so they just made up like a European sounding word. Like Haagen Dazs doesn't mean anything, and I like that. I'm gonna put them in B. I mean, it's A level ice cream, but I'm gonna dock them a bit because I just don't think of it in a restaurant context. I just think of it as something you buy at the grocery store. Hardee's is it falls into that Culver's camp of definitely taking your life into your own hands, throwing caution to the wind, but it's not as good. I think a D for Hardee's. I think that's fair. Hooters, I have never been to, but it is hypothetically bad. I don't like the concept of Hooters. That, number one, it seems like discriminatory hiring practices. Number one, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to hire people based on physical attributes. That feels weird. And then, on top of that, just the whole premise of the restaurant is that people are going there to see these women, but the women are aware of the arrangement, the men are aware of the arrangement. So it's like this stalemate where everybody has to pretend like the women have to pretend to like the men, and the men have to pretend not to like the women or something. And it's very strange and off-putting to me, and it's just like, what's the point? What's the point of it? And and there are these people who insist. They're just like, I just go to Hooters because they have really good chicken wings. I don't care about the waitresses and it's just like, they have good chicken wings at other places, and I've never had the chicken wings at Hooters, but I refuse to believe they're like exceptional, life-changing chicken wings. Like, why you're there. It's like those guys who are just like, you like find their copy of Playboy and they're like, I read it for the articles, and it's like, no, it's fine. Just admit it. Don't get up on your high horse and just be like, oh, I know you thought I was base and a simpleton, but really I'm quite intellectual. It's the whole thing just doesn't appeal to me. Hungry Howie's. I have heard of Hungry Howie's. It's like a pizza chain. I've never been there. It looks pretty cool. They have a little cartoon man as their mascot, which is nice. They got a pizza pie. They got an oven baked sub. That's not a sub. That's like a flatbread. No dough bowl, so I guess that's just a bowl of cheese and toppings. Oh, and they have a secret menu. That's fun. I like these not secret menus. That's always a good time. Oh, and you can get a pickle pizza. You can get a tie dye pizza. That sounds ugh. I mean, I don't know. I want to see what this is. Is this? Yeah, it's just a large cheese pizza covered in edible glitter. Ugh. Yeah, no, not for me. But it's pizza and it's probably fine, and I like their kind of playful aesthetic, so it's hypothetically good. Now, IHOP is the place that I have nostalgia for because there were many times my terrible first job, my friends and I would try to go to work together, and there would be a snow emergency, and we wouldn't be able to make it to work, and we would give up halfway and go to IHOP. And I just have very, very fond memories of that whole winter. That was a really good time when we were in open defiance of our boss, and he refused to pay us for those days, even though there was a weather emergency, and I don't think we were legally obligated or even supposed to attempt to go into work. Uh, but yeah, I mean, good times, good times. Just I hopping my entire paycheck away. Those were the days. In and out. I have been to In and Out. There was one in Austin, Texas, where I went, and it was fine. I feel like it has years and years of hype. It could not possibly live up to that. It could not live up to the scene in The Big Lebowski where they're watching that weird play, and Donnie keeps saying they can go to the In and Out Burger after they go to Hubert Digby Sellers' house to try to find the kid whose essay Walter found crumpled up in the dude's car, all that stuff. So it didn't live up to the hype, but it was good. It was good. I mean, I got that animal style burger. Once again, they're one of those places that has a secret menu that's not secret, and it was nice. It was nice. So I'm gonna give her a B, and that's not it. That's PDQ. This is just. This is just a sorry display. I don't even know what PDQ is. What's PDQ? Let's do that one now. PDQ. What is it? They got chicken. They got crispy buttermilk chicken, hand fried to perfection. Oh, they ship on Goldbelly, so they're like a serious restaurant who you know, is this even fast food? I don't know. I mean, it looks very basic, but apparently, they take some pride in what they do. So you got to respect that. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Can't really go wrong with a nice fried chicken sandwich. And yeah, I'm gonna say PDQ is hypothetically good. Sure, why not? Jack in the Box is hypothetically good. I still haven't been there, but I know they got all kinds of crazy weird shit on their menu. They got those tiny little tacos and stuff. I want to try Jack in the Box someday. But in the meantime, in my head, it is a fun establishment. Jersey Mike's, I like Jersey Mike's. Solid place, good quality. For me, Jersey Mike's is the high level B. I'm not thrilled by Jersey Mike's, but it's a quality place. I like it. I'm always happy to go. Jimmy John's is my preference. Jimmy John's is an A. Once again, I associate Jimmy John's with the good times of being a broke student. And sometimes I had like $10 in my bank account, and I was like, well, I can have dinner today because a sandwich at Jimmy John's only costs $6. And there's something about the alchemy of like that chewy bread and the watery, tasteless vegetables and the salty meats. It all just comes together into a package that I just find very, very, very comforting for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm putting it up there. Johnny Rockets, I am tempted to give an S tier. I'll put it an A. I have great memories of Johnny Rockets going there with my dad as a boy, getting the chili cheese fries, getting a slice of apple pie with some cheddar cheese melted on it. Uh, I have since learned that at most Johnny Rockets, they force the employees to sing to you. Thankfully, at the one I used to go to, they did not do that. I don't really like that aspect of it. It makes me feel bad for the employees that they have to be like, they have to like perform for me atop from doing all of their other duties. So maybe if I had been in one of those singing Johnny Rockets, it would be lower. But I have very, very fond memories of Johnny Rockets. It's going up there. KFC is not my preferred chicken destination, but it's certainly better than a lot of its competitors. So I'm gonna say KFC gets a B. I have no objection to KFC whatsoever. It is fine. Kobe Ichiban Japanese Steakhouse. I have never been to, but it's hypothetically good. That sounds good. I mean, Kobe beef. It's it's it at least aspires to quality, even if it doesn't achieve it. So good for them. Krispy Kreme donuts. They taste fine. They're incredibly overrated. D. Um, let's see, Krusty Burger. Krusty Burger is hypothetically good. I know there is technically a Krusty Burger you can visit at like that Simpsons land in California, but I'm just going to judge it based on the wonderful memories I have of the Simpsons, like in that one where Bart joins the junior campers and Ernest Borgnine is driving the boat that gets lost in the swamp, but then Homer and Flanders and Bart are on the boat that gets lost in the middle of the ocean, and they end up finding a Krusty Burger on an abandoned oil derrick, and Homer orders like 500 Krusty Burgers, and it's a positive association. The Krusty Krab. This is once again another restaurant that doesn't exist. I do believe it is the SpongeBob restaurant. It's hypothetically good. They make it look good. I would eat there. Crystal, I've never been to, but I know it's like a knockoff of White Castle, right? It's basically the same thing, but maybe it came before White Castle. I don't know. I have no opinion on it. I'll be honest. Uh, Lilo's barbecue, like which Lilo? Like yeah, Lilo and Stitch Lilo, or like Lilo? No, it's Leela's in the Fifth Element. Never mind. What is this? What is this place? Oh, it's Puerto Rican. Mm. I like me some Puerto Rican food. Yeah, this looks delicious. You can get mofongo. You can get ribs. You can get the yuca and the beans and the ceviche. This looks great. Is there one of these near me? I would go there. Where is this? Orange County, Florida. Let's go. Um, yeah. Uh, I'll try it. It looks good. It is hypothetically good. I'm gonna put it at the top of hypothetically good. Little Caesars is not especially good, but it's very inexpensive, and for the price, it is a fine eating experience. I'm gonna put it in C, low C. Longhorn Steakhouse is a fine steakhouse. It's a C steakhouse. I got no issue with it whatsoever. Long John Silver's goes up in B. It's a pretty high B. They got good hush puppies. If you ask them, they'll give you a tub of cracklings. It's just like the little bits that fall off all the fried things, and you can just eat a big thing of these little fried nubbins. It's nice. Los Pollos Hermanos. I'm gonna put this in hypothetically good because Gus Fring frightens me. Marco's is good. Marco's is a very good, solid pizza pie option. I did not know about it until I moved to Ohio. There was one very close to my college, and I didn't eat there a lot because we had really good, local pizza place there. But when I did venture to Marco's, I would enjoy it. I would think this is a fine quality pizza product. I'm gonna put it, you know what, low A, low A. That's fair. Margaritaville, hypothetically bad. Not a Jimmy Buffett fan. Don't think my meal would be enhanced by listening to Jimmy Buffett the entire time. McDonald's, vastly overrated. I think Burger King has more options that are interesting. I think Wendy's has more interesting options. I think both of them of higher quality as well. Basically, all that McDonald's has is fries. The fries are good. Um, I will say when they have some of their specialty items, when they have the Shamrock Shakes, when they have the McRib, that would bump them up to a C, if not a B. But just your standard everyday McDonald's, it's a D for me, like a high D. Moe's, I think there is a Moe's near me, I think, but I've never been there. It's like It's like Qdoba is like knockoff Chipotle, and like Moe's is like knockoff Qdoba. That's the way it's always seemed to me. Whoa, whoa! According to this map, there's a Moe's and a Carrabba's right next to each other, pretty close by. I could knock two items off my bucket list. Uh, I mean they weren't on my bucket list, but I can add them, and then I can remove them right away. Wow. What are their greatest hits? Chili crisp chicken crunch. I do love chili crisp. I don't know. Mo meat, mo cheese. That's like this is a pun. It's a good pun. What's in the home wrecker bowl? Why is it gonna wreck my home? What about it is going to wreck my home? Ooh, chili verde pork carnitas. That sounds delightful. Chili crisp chicken. These are pretty good options. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, just in terms of the options available, I think they're more interesting than they have at Chipotle. I don't know if the quality is there, but definitely hypothetically good. Mr. Beast Burger, I've had once. It was awful. F tier. Nathan's is, it's overrated, but, it's still good. It's a good quality hot dog. Low C is fair for Nathan's. Olive Garden also gets a C. I love pasta. I'll have pasta anytime, anywhere. I'll have pasta at Olive Garden, but I won't be that excited about it. Um, on the border, how long has this been going on? All right, we got like 3 more minutes. Let's speed round. On the border, I've never been there. Fuck. On the border, let's see, Mexican Grill and Cantina. What do they have? They got Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex is usually not my favorite cuisine. What do they got? They got fajitas, they got queso, they got guacamole. I didn't need to look at this. I knew exactly what they had. And I have no opinion on it. This is going in the no opinion column. I'm sure it's fine, but I wouldn't be excited about it. Outback Steakhouse is next. They have that bloomin' onion, which I think puts them ahead of Longhorn. Outback gets to a low B because of the onion. That is a delicious onion. P.F. Chang's perfectly acceptable Chinese food, nothing special. It's never really been a personal favorite of mine. I think maybe low C, high D. I'll give them a low C. I'll be nice. Panda Express, that'll go in D. I mean, I know Panda Express has its fans, but I love Chinese food, and Panda Express, in my experience, is just very low quality. I don't know why I would order it over a number of local Chinese places. Panera, the food quality is fine, but it is wildly overpriced. So for me, it gets a high D. Just based on the quality, it would probably be a B, but I don't like their attitude. Papa John's, Papa John's has always been like my least favorite of the major pizza varietals, and I'm just noticing Pizza Hut isn't on here. Is Pizza Hut not on here? I mean, I would give Papa John's like a D, but I would give Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is my favorite of the major chains. I think I would put Pizza Hut like high B, low A. But Pizza Hut isn't on here. That's fucked up. Oh my god, it's the next one. What the fuck is wrong with me? Am I insane? Am I losing my grip on reality? Pizza Hut's a low A. What is going on? Pizza Villa. Pizza Villa. I don't know what it is. How much more time do I have? I have 1 minute. I have 1 minute to look up Pizza Villa. Pizza Villa. What is it? What the fuck is it? It's the village. It's the Pizza Village. It's a decal tradition. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the category where it's hypothetically good because it's a pizza pie. I like a pizza pie. And all right, we're in the home stretch now. Let's get it done. First of all, we got we got my computer breaking. We got Popeyes. And I know I said that maybe, at the end I would go through and pick, which of these was the king, and give it my soul S tier. But I'm not fooling myself. I'm just going to do that now. Popeyes is the ultimate fast food experience in terms of taste, in terms of quality, in terms of consistency, in terms of attention to detail. Even before they had that chicken sandwich that people were losing their shit over. It's just, the chicken at Popeyes is of an echelon of quality that cannot come close to being matched by any other fast food chicken establishment. And for me, it is really the only restaurant on here. Maybe with maybe Five Guys would be close to this level as well. But it's like restaurant quality food. It's not like you have to compromise, and be like, okay, I'll get some mediocre chicken, for dinner because I want it fast. It's real good chicken, and it is available cheaply and quickly, and I respect that. Publix, I've never been to, but it's hypothetically good. I know there's a whole culture around it, around Wawa. I'll put Wawa up there too because it's the same thing. I've never been there, but it looks real cool. I hope to someday experience both Publix and Wawa and their sandwiches that people are, going crazy for some reason. Quiznos, is Quiznos even a thing? Is that a thing that's still around? Quiznos is fine, low C. Um, racetrack? What's racetrack? Ah, what's all right? It's the premier gas station of the South. Okay, so it's a gas station where they have foods and beverages. Oh, gas station pizza. I don't know about this. Um, I don't know about this. I just can't. I can't imagine it's that good. It doesn't look like anything special. I guess I'll put it in no opinion because it could surprise me. I would try it if I was driving by, maybe if I was on a road trip. It is always fun to check out those weird gas station restaurant places, there's a certain perverse appeal to it. So, I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to judge too harshly. Then we have Red Bowl. What the fuck is Red Bowl? Uh oh, it's just giving me red bowls. Great. Okay, is this it? Red bowl. Is that the same Red Bowl? Looks like a different Red Bowl. Red Bowl restaurant chain. Red Red Bowl. Okay, it's a regional chain of Asian restaurants with locations in North Carolina and South Carolina. Um, they have a stir fry bar. Oh, they have sushi. I like sushi. They got bento boxes. I have like no information, but this seems fun. Though the Raleigh News and Observer didn't like it. Is this the right one? I'm just going to assume this is the right one. Is this the thing? This is in Matthews, North Carolina. What do they have? They got okay. They got rolls. I like rolls. They got soups. They got sushis. They have smelt roe. They have freshwater eel. They have salmon roe. They got red clam. They got some decent sushi varietals. Yeah. Yeah, this looks fun. You can get a boat, you can get a whole boat of sushi with a decorative cucumber flower. Okay, yeah. This place is fine with me. This is hypothetically good. I don't care what the observer says. It's hypothetically good. Red Lobster is good solely because of their biscuits, but their biscuits are so fucking good. I don't care. I don't care what else they have. I don't care if it's literal dog shit. Like those biscuits are magical and they're free and they keep bringing you more of them. It's a magical biscuit wonderland. It brings me joy. I wish I could go there. I wish you could pay a fee to just be like, because I can't just eat biscuits there because they're free. I have to be a paying customer. But I wish it was just like I could just be like, here, I'll give you $10, and you just bring me an unreasonable amount of biscuits. That is the ideal meal to have at Red Lobster, in my opinion. Red Robin is fine. They're fine burgers. I do have fond memories once again at that terrible first job I had of going out at lunchtime, going to Red Robin and getting drunk on alcoholic milkshakes. Those were the days. But just in terms of quality, I'd say probably low C. They're always a little overcooked, I think. Rita's Ice I have had once, I think, in my life, and I think it was totally fine. Um, Ruby Tuesday is just about the most boring restaurant I can imagine. It's not terrible. It's just completely unexciting. I think they had a salad bar. Salad bars are nice. Shake Shack. Once again, I think a little overrated, but they got fine burgers. They didn't blow me away, but they taste just fine. They have that weird mushroom burger where it's like a fried mushroom with like cheese that oozes out. That was pretty good. Yeah, low A, no, or maybe high B. Low A. I think low A is fair. I think that's fair. Sonic. Most of the food at Sonic is like sea level, but they have my favorite fast food drink item, which is their cherry limeade. So I usually just go there and get a giant cherry limeade and like maybe some tater tots. So I'm gonna give Sonic a high B. I like Sonic. Plus, they'll give your dog a little. They give you a free what is it? It's like a puppuccino or whatever. It's basically like a cup of whipped cream, but I like that they show my dog some respect. Starbucks. I talked about this before. I think they burned their coffee. It's not my jam. Frappuccinos are good because they're like 85% sugar. Um, High D. It's not for me. Steak and Shake is a fine establishment. They got some dynamite milkshakes. Low B. Subway is kind of trash. It's useful when you have no money at all and you have very low standards, but I haven't been to a Subway in many moons and I have no desire to go back. So D. Sweet Frog. What the hell is Sweet Frog? Sweet Frog. Premium frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt is lame. I know it's like trendy or whatever. I would never choose frozen yogurt over regular ice cream. Hypothetically bad. I do like their little frog guy though. It's kind of cute. Taco Bell. Okay, okay. I'm gonna put it in low A, and I'll tell you why. The food at Taco Bell is not good, but if you want bad cheap food, it is some of the best bad cheap food around. And I will say, the thing to get at Taco Bell, the thing that is genuinely good at Taco Bell, other than freaking Baja Blast, which is the best Mountain Dew, um, other than that, the thing to get is the breakfast. Taco Bell breakfast is genuinely very good, especially the breakfast AM Crunch Wrap, which, in my opinion, is the single best fast food item available on the market today. And number one, especially if you get it with the sausage. I like it better with the sausage because then it's symmetrical. You get like a sausage disc, and then you get, it's like separate layers. You got your egg layer, you got your hash brown layer, you got your sausage layer. It's all very harmonious and delightful. Texas Roadhouse, is fine. They got the steaks, but they don't have that onion, or maybe they do. But if they do, they're ripping them off. So I'm sure they don't do it as good. Low C. TGI Fridays. I think I actually have been to TGI Fridays. I think out of Chili's, Applebee's, TGI Fridays, I think this is the one I've been to because I remember they had like a cheap appetizer happy hour thing, which I think is a thing at TGI Fridays. F. It wasn't that good though. Oh God, what's his name? The guy who he was really funny on the Daily Show. He did the White House Correspondents' Dinner a little while ago. I can never remember names when I'm on here. When I'm not recording a video, I remember people's names. Roy Wood Jr. That's it. He has a bit about his mom like was obsessed with Rod Stewart, and one time she was bragging to him about how she met Rod Stewart at a TGI Fridays, and he was trying to convince her that there was no way that Rod Stewart would be at a TGI Fridays, and that this was clearly a person pretending to be Rod Stewart. It's a good bit, but TGI Fridays is is not a good bit. Tim Hortons, kind of similar to Starbucks, where like they have those drinks that are almost entirely composed of sugar, and they taste good because sugar tastes good. But in terms of quality, it's not really there for me. I think a C is fair for Tim Hortons. Twisty Treat, I've never been to, but soft serve, I prefer soft serve to frozen yogurt, but I'm still not gonna take it over normal, hard serve, if that's what it's called, ice cream. So it's hypothetically good, but low end of hypothetically good. Waffle House is a magical place. I love it with all my heart. It's the place where dreams are made. It's always there for you, no matter what time of day it is, no matter where you are in life, no matter how much money you have. Waffle House will always be there to support you and nurture you. And a lot of times when you go there, there will be some criminal activity going down or some kind of fight happening, and that's fun. It can be a little concerning, but overall, it's a good vibe. I like it. Wendy's. I would say out of Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, Wendy's would be my preferred burger of the three. They got those square burgers; they're pretty good. They have interesting varietals, much more than McDonald's does, I think. And I think the Wendy's maintains a pretty decent level of quality considering their level of output. Whataburger, I've just had in an airport, so it's hypothetically good. I keep hearing it's good. The one at the airport wasn't that good, but once again, I refuse to judge an entire chain based upon my experience at an airport outpost of that chain. That is not fair. Now, White Castle, I've only had once too, and it was not there. I got it delivered. It is possible that the burgers lost something in delivery, but they tasted like a pile of poop. So, based on my current experience, White Castle is a high F, and maybe I'll go there. I'll have the burgers fresh. I'll change my mind. They'll move up. But those burgers I had, they weren't good burgers. Uh, Wingstop is okay. I think it's nowhere near the quality of Buffalo Wild Wings. I think they put on too much sauce. Um, yeah, it's just very middle of the road. I would say low C. All right, Zaxby's, yet another fine chicken establishment that I have never been to. But I know much like Bojangles, it is a southern staple. Zabbies. I can't. Why can't I spell? How come every time I come into this room and press record, my brain just falls apart into a pile of mush? I don't know. Blue salad. Oh, they spell salad with a Z. I don't like that. I don't. It's what is this? 1998. You know what I'm saying? Fingers and salads and Zax packs. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. They got veggie egg rolls. Why? Who is ordering those? Explain yourself. I don't know. They got the nibbler. I don't want the nibbler. They got fried pickles. That's a good side. I don't know. Um, I think it's fine. I think it's hypothetically fine. And then we got 7-Eleven, which just in terms of food quality, 7-Eleven is an F. And you got to put it an F because, you always watch those videos about people in other lands going to 7-Eleven, going to 7-Eleven in various Asian countries, and it looks so cool. And they have so much fun stuff. And why are our 7-Elevens so lame? And it makes me sad, and I hope someday I can go to Japan and experience that fabled 7-Eleven egg salad sandwich. But until then, that is my tier list. Popeyes is my sole S tier, though Five Guys is certainly close. That's at the very top of A tier, I would say. Moving down Marcos to high B. Yeah, I think this is not moving it back up to low A. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I feel good about this placement. They're not exactly in order, but I'm not going to make you sit here while I do that. And yeah, I hope to try all of these restaurants eventually that are in the hypothetically good column because, I would like to move them up and rate them fairly. And I think they have potential. And these nine, I will not be visiting. Two of them because they are fictional, and the others because they just do not appeal to me personally. So that is about it. I'm sorry this is so long, but if you don't want the video to be an hour and 10 minutes long, don't send me a tier list that has 100 items on it because I don't know how to shut the fuck up.